Okay, what else do I know about astrology? It's not astronomy. Astronomy is something different. I know less about astronomy than I do about astrology. Astrology is probably the science I'm most familiar in. And a lot of people would say it's not a science. But those same people would also say that cheerleading is not a sport. So, yeah. Hello, YouTube. My name is Dana Donnelly, and today I will be telling you everything I know about astrology off the friggin' dome. Do I believe in astrology? No. Is every enemy I've ever had a Virgo? Yes. So definitely something to think about. Mercury in retrograde basically means that like the world is having its period. I've heard this said a lot, but astrology is like the stock market for girls. It's a way to blame your behavior on the alignment of the stars and the planets. I don't know how astrology works into flat earth theory. I have been pretty into astrology at certain points in my life, usually worse points in my life. Girls love astrology, guys hate astrology. Guys hate it so much that they won't even listen to girls talk about it, which I always found really peculiar. Because if girls can listen to you talk about sports and pretend to care, why can't you listen to them talk about how they're a Leo rising and pretend to care? Like if girls can pretend to care about LeBron James, why can't you pretend to care that their Jupiter is in Sagittarius? And guys will be like, oh, well, it's different because LeBron James is a talented, dedicated, hardworking athlete. And it's like, well, yeah, of course he is, because he's a Capricorn. My sun is in Aries, my moon is in Gemini, my rising is Scorpio. I've been told I have a very enviable chart by people who are jealous of me. In LA, if someone asks you for your birth chart, they are trying to do witchcraft on you. I don't want to fearmonger. That's not my intention, but it is true. And luckily for me, I don't believe that that works. But yeah, just be very wary of anyone in Silver Lake or Brooklyn who asks you about your birth time, because they are trying to hex you using the powers of the moon and the stars. I don't think it works. I don't think it works when they do it, but just know that they're trying to and tread lightly. What else do I know about astrology? Oh, I know that a lot of rich and powerful people really do believe in astrology, like heavy, like JP Morgan, financier. He apparently was really into astrology, is really into astrology. Is he alive? Is it his kids who run his business? Regardless, a lot of rich and powerful people have astrologists on staff. I don't know if Steve Jobs is into astrology. I don't know if Bill Gates is into astrology. I don't know if Warren Buffett is into astrology. Don't know about Elon Musk's relationship with astrology. Don't know about Donald J. Trump's relationship with astrology, although apparently Donald J. Trump is a time traveler. But this is not my everything I know about time travel video, so we'll table that for another day. I know that it is currently Aries season. I was born in Aries season. My birthday is April 5th. I won't be telling you my birth time because, like I said, I can't allow anyone to hex me at the moment. It's just not a good time for me to battle a hex because I'm going through a lot. What I know about astrology is that men make fun of it, but at the same time, a lot of rich and powerful men seem like they like it. And I almost have this theory that guys like to call girls stupid for talking about astrology because they know it's real and they don't want the girlies to find out, because then the girlies will use it to hex them. And I think if we look at kind of the success of today's population through a gender breakdown, it would seem like maybe women are successfully hexing men using astrology, because men don't seem to be doing that well these days. But are women doing that well? It's really hard to say. What else do I know about astrology? There are 12 houses, but people who are into astrology often own 0 houses. Most people that I met who are into astrology don't own a house. We know for a fact that the moon controls the tides. And we know for a fact that humans are like, what, 70% water? So wouldn't it make sense that the moon would control us humans at least 70%? And then wouldn't that make astrology real? It's definitely something to think about. What else do I know about astrology? I know that a lot of really hot people like it, and I know that I think hot people are cool. Does that mean I think astrology is cool? What else do I know about astrology? People who like astrology often like crystals. I'm not sure how the two are connected. People who like astrology often vape. That's just something I've observed. I know that people who hate on astrology usually tend to be freaking lame-os, but people who love it too much tend to be like a little scary, a little witchy, a little it's giving they're hexing me. Is astrology real? I don't know. What do you consider to be real? Honestly, if I'm being real, astrology is one of the many things about this world that mystifies, amazes, and intrigues me on a superficial level. Am I that curious about understanding astrology? Not really. Am I interested in proving it wrong? Definitely not.